really close to the gym. So when the weather is nice, a lot of times I like to walk to the gym. So I'm gonna make this a walk and talk. And I'm gonna give some real talk. I'm off the whole, those who shall not be named in that whole controversy. And I've gotten some clarity after getting all my thoughts out on that. And then I just gotta give some real talk, some real information. Here's the thing. If you're a young man, the best advice I can give you, stay off of YouTube. That's the best advice I can give you. If you're a young man and you're lost, even if you're not lost, but you're a young man, always soaking up new game, always soaking up new information, always trying to grow and develop and change, sadly, one of the worst things that you can do in that situation is stumble onto YouTube and find the channels of us millennials and baby boomers. That's sad to say, but it's true. The truth is that the worst thing that can happen to a zillennial, more specifically a zillennial young man that's looking to grow and change and develop, that's thirsty for knowledge, one of the worst things he can do is stumble across us millennials. Notice I said us millennials and us boomers, us black boomers on YouTube. That's one of the worst things that they can do, unfortunately. And let me tell you why. See, the truth is, us millennials and us boomers, well, us millennials and the boomers, because I'm not a boomer. I'm not that old, right? But most of us, unfortunately, are focused on everything but something serious. If I'm just keeping it all the way real. A lot of us are focused on this so-called gender war with black women. A lot of us are focused on getting even on the other side and watching other people get theirs and dunking on the black woman. A lot of us are focused on drama and beef and celebrities and trying to be seen and trying to be heard and trying to be popular and trying to be in the mix and trying to make money by hook or crook. That's why I say, young brothers, honestly, stay away from us for right now. And it's, what's the irony? The irony is this. As much as we talk about our issues and our disdain for boomers, because we say the boomers failed us and the boomers ain't do this and the boomers ain't do that, and there's validity to that. The sad truth is this. The millennials are doing even less for the zillennials than the boomers did for the millennials. I'll say that again. The millennials are doing less for the zillennials than the boomers did for the millennials. Just to make it plain, the men of my generation, by and large, are bigger failures than the baby boomers that we always like to criticize. Now, I can hear a lot of people right now talking about, oh, we making money and we doing this and that. And that's the problem. Because we talk so much about making money and so little about building men and building the next generation. The fact that some guys would even make that argument highlights the problem. Because think about it. How can we as men in our 30s brag about how much we've accomplished knowing the stats of the men that are coming behind us. How can we do that? Knowing these boys can't read, knowing that suicide is up, knowing that murder is up, knowing that depression is up, knowing that loneliness is up, knowing that social interaction is down, having a girlfriend is down. Every negative stat for young black men is up, and every positive stat for young black men is down. So there is no denying we have failed and are failing younger men. It's kind of like it's a cycle. A lot of us were failed by the boomers, and now us as millennials are failing the zillennials. I don't know if you guys are paying attention, but the quality of life, the length of life, the image, everything revolving around the black man, the black man's life, and the black man's image is on the decline. Let's keep it all the way real. The black man's image is on the decline. The black man's health is on the decline. The black man's viability and joy and peace and happiness and life expectancy on the decline. The black man's family options and family building and community on the decline. Everything is declining for black men generation after generation after generation. And what are we doing about it? Truthfully, nothing. Truthfully, a lot of us older men are spending all of our time throwing shit at a wall, excuse my language, throwing stuff at a wall, trying to see what sticks, faking it till we make it, and acting like we got the answers. That's the truth. That's why I say, young man, the worst place you can go for any type of game or development or knowledge is YouTube. Because I'm not going to name names because, you know, I'm positive now, right? And when I say I'm positive now, what I mean is I'm not into that gender war stuff. I'm not into tearing anybody down. I am going to give correction. I am going to speak my mind, but with love and with a way of trying to build people up. So I'm not going to get into names. But as I say this, I'm sure 10, 15, 20 different names are going to come to your mind. But the truth of the matter is this. If you are a young man and you come to YouTube, because there's older black men on YouTube, and you trying to get some game, trying to get some knowledge, trying to get some community, the truth of what you're going to get is this. You're going to subscribe to some guy over here, some guy over there, and he's going to start off one day. Maybe he starts off, he's red pill. He's in the gender war. He's calling out the modern woman, right? Then, when that gets old, when that gets stale, he's going to switch it up. Then he's going to be, oh, he's a game guru now. Now he's a dating coach. Then, if that don't stick, he's going to switch it up again. And now he's going to be red, black, and green, Hotep, back to Africa, Ashe, my brother. Then if that don't work, he gonna switch it up and he gonna be doing political conservative commentary. Then if that don't work, he gonna start a reactions page, reacting to hip hop videos, reacting to viral videos. Then if that don't work, he gonna switch it up and say, maybe I need to bring a woman onto my show. And me and the woman can go back and forth and that element will work. Then if that don't work, you get my drift. And there are so many different men that you can point to that applies to. Just try anything. Let's see what sticks. You know? That's why I say if you're a young man, and I'm going to give you the, my bad, I'm going to give you all the real right now. And I really hope people clip this and share this with any young men they can come across. If you're a young man, don't come to YouTube. And mind you, I'm on YouTube, so this is against my own self. That's how you... That truck was loud as... Mind you, I'm on YouTube myself. So this would actually not even benefit me anyway. That's how you know it's real. That's what I'm telling you, young man. If, for whatever reason in your life, you're looking for some games, some guidance, some information, YouTube ain't the place. I'm going to tell you exactly what you should do. Get you a Bible. I know people don't like that, but listen, I'm going to tell you. Get a Bible. Read it. Even if you say, look, I'm not going to do the whole Jesus thing. I'm not going to be a believer. Cool. No, not cool, but I mean, it's your choice. But even if you don't go that far with it, just reading the book for yourself and getting the principles and the information and the stories and the lessons and a framework and guidelines and rules and regulations and an anchor for how you are, what you should be, and what you should do. Even if you just take that part from it, it's going to benefit your life immensely. So just do that and read that. After you've read it for yourself, then what I suggest you do is find you a church home that is adhering to the words that have been taught in that book. And it's important that you do it in the order that I'm giving it to you. Because if you try to find a church home or a religious leader or a religious center prior to reading the book, there's a good chance you're going to be misled. Especially nowadays, because there are so many people calling themselves Christians, calling themselves pastors, who are not preaching the book. And their churches are filled. And the reason their churches are filled is because the people who are in the pews have not read the book. And when you have not read the book for yourself, I can tell you it says whatever I wanted to say, and you won't know any difference because you ain't read it for yourself. Right? So that's what I would do. And once again, the reason for doing so is, regardless of whether you believe in Jesus Christ or any of that, the fact of the matter is this. Just reading that book, it's going to give you some guidelines, some principles, morals, ethics. It's just going to give you an anchor for how to live your life. And that's important because if you don't have an anchor, you're going to jump from this, then jump to that, then jump to that, then move over here, then try. You're going to be all over the place. That's what you see with your favorite YouTubers. I'm on this trend, then I'm on it, I'm MGTOW, then I'm a passport bro, then I'm a be it more today, then I'm gonna be black pill today, then I think I do want to get married this day. Oh no, marriage is set against the man the next day. You're gonna be all over the place, So I would say give that a try. And last piece that I got to give you, young man, you got to hold yourself accountable too, and I'm going to hold you accountable too, because the part of what's not being said is this. Black men of all ages have a strong desire to be entertained. We gravitate way too much to entertainment. And that's oftentimes how so many of us get misled. Because you gravitate to people Not for the information, but for the entertainment value. Let's just keep it all the way real. Part of the reason why so many of us make and consume this gender war, modern woman content is what? It is entertaining. What's going on? Let's keep it real. It's entertaining. That's why. Some of you right now, and I want you to be honest with yourself, and this is for all men of all ages right now. Right now, minimize this video and go through your YouTube feed right now. Go through your YouTube feed right now. And I want you to you don't even got to read the titles of the videos. Look at the thumbnails of the videos. How many of them is about gender war nonsense? Modern woman does this. 304 does that. This rapper said this. This celebrity did that. This person beefing with that person. This person disrespecting that person. And you know the craziest part? It's not just black folks in the gender war that do that. We do it in politics. We do it with religion. We do it with everything. Because let's keep it real. Even right now, if you go to Roland Martin's channel, and keep in mind, Roland Martin is a political commentator. But even if you go to Roland Martin's political channel and look at all of his titles, Roland Martin trashes, Roland Martin blisters, Roland Martin calls out, Roland Martin destroys. That's what we are doing by and large. No matter what type of content we're doing, it's all about controversy, beef, drama, arguing, fussing and fighting, roasting and toasting, capping. That's all we do. And so, young man, chances are you're being misled because you're following people based on their entertainment value and not on their morals, principles. She almost ran the brother over. Good Lord. But yeah, chances are you're following who you're following, not based upon their character, not based upon their intellect, but because they're entertaining. And if they're entertaining to you, it's probably because they say and do controversial things. Arguments and call-outs and roasts and that's what we love to do. So you, once again, minimize this video, scroll through your YouTube feed, and I want you to do an assessment. I want you to scroll through like 20 videos. And of the 20 videos, how many of them are about controversy, about arguing and beefing, about calling this person out, calling that person out? This person responds to that. This person claps back. This person shots fired. This person pulls the receipts. How much of that? Oh, that sky looks beautiful right there, don't it? I got distracted. But yeah. If you scroll through 20 videos and 10 or more of them are about that, you gotta hold yourself accountable. I'm not gonna say you can't have none, because let's keep it real. Everybody likes some sort of entertainment, but out of 20 videos, it shouldn't be no more than 5 about that kind of stuff. It really shouldn't be. So that means some of you have some unfollowing to do. Some of you have some notification bells to unclick. Some of you have to hit those 3 little dots on the side, say don't recommend, not interested. Because a part of the reason why some of us are not where we want to be in life, it's because, let's keep it real, we get up in the morning, what's the first thing we do? Open up that phone. So some of you, before 10 o'clock, you done already been on YouTube for about an hour, and you done seen this person respond to that person, this person threaten that person, this modern woman this 304 that, this trash bag dusty this, because some of y'all watching that, let's keep it real. This rapper said this, that's what you're consuming. And so if that's what you are consuming, that set the tone for your day. Let's keep it like, I want you to try something. If instead of getting up right thing in the morning, opening up YouTube, consuming all of this junk, what if you got up in the morning and played some fake, get up in the morning tomorrow morning, play Frankie Beverly and the Maze, Happy Feelings, or We Are One, or play some Sounds of Blackness. Play some of the music your parents used to listen to first thing in the morning. Instead of getting up in the morning and the first thing you're doing is consuming all this junk on the internet. See, don't that affect your mood and your mind state? The last thing you need to do, young man, I'm going back to the young men. The last thing you need to do, young man, is to find yourself getting on the internet every morning, listening to somebody talking about a modern woman, a 304, don't get married, don't do this, don't do that, and you ain't seen a woman nowhere, and don't do it. Or they do got a woman, but they keeping her hidden because the kind of woman that they have is the very woman they telling you, oh, don't nobody want that kind of woman. So listen, man, I'm trying to tell you, shout out to Nick. I'm trying to, don't do it. And truth be told, young man, and once again, it's sad to say, but us older men will probably ruin you. Because let me tell you something that these old dudes are not going to tell you, young man, because they want you to watch their videos. Getting used, getting your feelings hurt, getting played, getting rejected, that's part of the game. That happens to everybody, both male and female. For some of us, it'll happen more than others. Guess what, brothers, young brothers? Sometimes you're just a late bloomer, meaning you're not going to grow into your looks until after high school, sometimes after college. Sometimes your personality, your swag, your aura as a man, it ain't going to kick in until later. And so guess what? Some of you're going to have to just take your lumps until you're 17. Some of you just going to take your lumps until you're 24. That happens. That's how it goes. But the problem is, because of YouTube and social media, young men are no longer taking their lumps. They get their little heart broken, their little feelings hurt at 17 years old, like every fucking 17-year-old, excuse my language, like every 17-year-old does. Instead of taking it on the chin like a young man, what do? You hop on YouTube. Oh man, you were right, man. These modern women, these 304s, I can't wait till I'm 18 and I got some money, I'm gonna get my passport. You see how you're being misled? That's how you're being misled. Because the truth is, a lot of you're listening to men who never got over the rejection. Truthfully and sadly, you're listening to men who are in their 30s and they still haven't hit their stride yet. And just because they're 35 and they ain't hit their stride, they telling you it ain't no hope. The truth is, there's no hope for them because they're lazy. They ain't got nothing going for them. But they're putting that on you because, hey, misery loves company. I'm telling you, man. Some of you thinking, man, these women, man, you're 19 years old talking about, oh, man, these women is just the, man. And don't think I don't know. Young brothers, I gotta come with the sword right now. Some of you young brothers are 19 years old. You have little to no sexual experience, meaning actually having sex. Some of you 19, you might have had sex with 1 or 2 girls. You might have had 1 girlfriend and y'all was only together for 6 months. And based on that little bit of experience, you sit up here, yeah, the modern woman, the 304. Man, listen, you need to get a hold of yourself. Because the truth is, these men that you're repeating with these talking points, a lot of them are 10, 15 years older than you, and guess what? They got around the same amount of experience as you. So, hey, think about the success that you're having with women right now. And ask yourself, do I want to have the same kind of success rate 15 years from now? Because that's what you will have following these dudes. Just know that. Because I don't care what they say, oh, this and the third. No man that's successful with women is sitting on the internet every day calling women all kinds of bitches and hoes and sluts and no. Just using that language. You would, as a man, you don't just be calling women bitches like that. Because if you say the word too many times, it's kind of like, damn, like, am I upset? Why am I calling, you know? So if that's just flowing out of your mouth on a regular basis, it's because you have issues with women, right? And so fellas, man, young brothers, I'm getting up to the gym now, and I'm telling you, man, stay away from YouTube. All it's going to do is mess up your mind, mess up your head, and get you sidetracked and sidestepped from the greatness you're supposed to expound. And with that, I'm out.